Alright, welcome here, or welcome back, or whatever the case may be. Baked stuffed shrimp. This is pretty easy. As you can see, there's not many ingredients there. See a little finger pointing? That's a subscribe button there if you're on a computer. On the computer. I don't always see it on my phone. I don't know why, but let's put this puppy together. This is a yellow onion. You can use a white onion, use whatever onion you have in your house. It really doesn't matter. This is just how I do it. And you see that root side. I'm going to leave the root side over there. I quartered it, halved it, and then quartered it. And I left the root part on there to hold it together, because I'm going to cut it in this way, as thin as I can with my little paring knife, and then flip it over and cut it the other way, because what I'm looking for is the smallest pieces I can possibly do as easily as I can possibly do it. So there it is, and you can see how they come out. And you know, if I could have got them smaller than that, I would have, but I couldn't, so I didn't. So this is the way it's supposed to be. And I guess I decided I need a little bit more, so I went back and cut a little bit more. And there you go. That's about as much as you need. How much is that? I do not know. That much. That's what that is. That much. And a half a stick of whoops, my phone. And a half a stick of butter. Alright, so under a low heat, very low heat, I'm gonna I just cut up the butter a little bit so it melt a little faster. And that's salted butter, so I'm not going to add salt to this. But if you put the butter in there and you wait long enough, watch the paper mysteriously dissolves. That was incredible. And add the onions. And like I said, it's a low heat, so it takes a few minutes. And I'm just going to keep it moving around and stirring it. I don't want it to brown. But pretty much as soon as that butter is melted, you're pretty close to done, because you don't want to completely cook the onion. You just want them not raw. So there you go. I mean, that's good right there. And we're just going to take them off the heat and let them cool down to room temperature-ish. Now the stuffing. These are Ritz Crackers. I know recipes always say butter crackers. This is what they mean. They mean Ritz Crackers. And there's salt in the Ritz Crackers too, which is another reason I didn't put salt in the onions. But, I mean, any butter cracker will do. I happen to use Ritz, because that's the way I am. And with the beauty of a little time-lapse photography there, in 3 seconds, we pulverized them. And that's what you want. You want them as small as you can get. Pulverized. And that's what that is. See? I'm such a good little boy. I showed you. Alright, so now we're going to mix everything together in a bowl. And there really wasn't that much stuff. So, what do we have? We have the crackers. We're going to use 1 tablespoon of parsley. There it is. I don't know what the next ingredient is. I have to wait to see the film. There it is. Celery salt. That's a half a teaspoon of celery salt. Like those finger moves, the way I flip those things, I didn't even notice it until I videotaped it. Half a teaspoon of black pepper. Crushed red pepper is optional. I am forced to put it into everything. You don't have to. There's a half a teaspoon of garlic. About. That may look like twice that amount, but whatever. I like garlic. And 1/3 of a cup of white wine. Gives it a really good flavor, the white wine, and I might even throw in, you know, a drop or two more just because I can. That's how I roll. And this is probably about a half a tablespoon, I don't know, extra virgin olive oil. I don't measure every single little thing, but I put a little bit in there. And now the onions, and the onions are now about room temperature or so. And just get all that in there, and you can see why there's absolutely, you don't put salt. You got salt in the crackers, you got salt in the butter, you got celery salt. Don't add salt to this, not unless you want to die of cholesterol or something. I don't add salt to this dish. And we're gonna mix this up so it holds together. You know, we're not looking for a pizza dough, but we're not looking for dust. You know, somewhere in between. That'll hold together. That's pretty good right there. All right. Here's a really bad camera angle, and let me tell you why. I had gloves on when see how that shrimp's like flopping all over the place? I had gloves on when I first started cutting the shrimp, and the first one I grabbed, I put in the plate and it was flopping around, and I tried to get a good grip on it, and it went flying like 30 feet, like airborne shrimp, like, you know, I don't know like what. But I did not want that to happen again, because it took me a while to find that shrimp, and you don't want to leave a dead raw shrimp in your house someplace and you don't know where it is, so you had to go find it. So I found that, took off the gloves. I'm still struggling here. But when I came back, what I didn't change was my camera angle. I changed everything else, you know, the way I was doing everything so I could hold on to the stupid shrimp. But I didn't change my camera angle, so there's a still shot of what we're looking for, because although if I didn't do the still shot, you'd never even know what I was talking about. Alright, I didn't have any spray oil. Excuse me. I didn't have any spray oil, so I rubbed a casserole dish or a lasagna pan, whatever you want to call it, with oil. If you have spray oil, spray it. And I'm making little balls. Is it a golf ball? No. Is it a ping pong ball? No. Is it a marble? I don't know. Marbles are all different sizes. I don't know what you call that. About that size. I'm going to say a teaspoon-ish. I don't know. But for 1 pound of shrimp and what we just made for the stuffing, it works out almost exactly right if you just do it like this. If you like, you know, more or less, it's all your choice, man, but there it is. I'm going to preheat the oven at 375. What I did not videotape was, and I don't know why I didn't, putting them in the oven, which is, you know, not the end of the world. You know I actually cooked them, but I didn't videotape that part. But I put them in the oven, and I set the timer for 20 minutes. I videotaped the timer going on. I videotaped the timer going down to 0. I didn't tape putting them in. I don't know why I didn't put them in the oven. But anyway, I have proof that I put them in the oven because I'm going to take them out of the oven, and here they are. Now these are done. These are really good. Trust me, try this. You won't be disappointed. You serve these, I serve these with a baked potato, bread and butter, and a salad, of course. Ah, look at that. That's good stuff. Not the prettiest dish you're ever going to see in your life, but it's good stuff, and I lie on this because I only put 4, but I really ate 8. Hey, listen, guys, thanks for coming by. Subscribe, like, whatever you can do, man. I really appreciate it. Thanks again.